Friday night, Drake surprised us with a 3-track EP titled Scary Hours 2. While it was only 3 songs, it had 2 big features on the track, Lil Baby and Rick Ross. So how do you guys feel about the new music from Drake?
I personally, I think I'm biased because I freaking love Drake. I just feel like anything he puts out, I'm just like, yes. I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, I definitely don't think it was as great as some of his previous albums, but I still jammed out to it. I think it's pretty fun.
No, yeah, I was gonna say I'm the complete opposite. I've honestly like steered away from Drake recently because I feel like a lot of his music is like repeating his old stuff. Like I would listen to like Find Your Love, like that type of Drake forever. Do not get me wrong, that is Drake in his prime. But I feel like right now, I feel like a lot of his songs are kind of sounding the same, so I'm getting a little bit turned off. But it's all right.
Yeah, because I can honestly say his last project was Dark Lane demo tapes in 2020, and it had 14 songs on it, and I honestly only liked about 6 or 7 of them. Which, like Jamie, I was a big Drake fan when he first came out. I still love Drake, but I did like the EP. I feel like if Certified Lover Boy is in the lane of this Scary Hours too, I'm gonna be a big fan of it. What's Next? His song What's Next is so dope. Nike was all over it, so I had to do my Nike. I'm usually an Adidas girl, but today I did Nike in honor of the
Oh, Jazz!
You want to know what's crazy?
Stripes, come on.
You want to know what's crazy, y'all? People always say the same thing. You know what? I wasn't really feeling that Drake album. Then 6 months later, everybody's singing it word for word.
It's true.
Only competing with himself. It comes to a point in your career where you're so successful and you're so good at what you do to where your expectations, it isn't reality. And it's just like you look at brands, like I tell people, McDonald's still serve the same damn thing and they making billions. Burger King serve the same thing. Nike still making Nikes. Jordan still selling Jordans. But when it comes to people, we expect them to keep evolving and evolving. And I just think Drake's just in a lane right now where he's competing with himself. And he's going to have a lot of criticism because how much more can you do?
Well, I got a question.
I so agree.
Is Drake as hot as he was maybe 6 years ago when all you needed was a feature from Drake and it went to #1? Do y'all think that Drake's his stardom has kind of dimmed a little, or do you think he's just as hot?
No, it happens. My dad always say this. I mean, when he went into the rap game, my pops was like, I'm only betting on myself to be hot for 3 years. Like you look at music, every 2 to 3 years is somebody who's surpassing the best person. So Drake is in a place now where he's like in that Jay-Z, Puffy, Master P mode where he could just be the boss. He don't have to be the most famous or the most popping because that's hard to emulate. It's like asking Michael Jordan to go win 6 more championships.
Well, Drake is definitely at legend status right now, but just to kind of go off what you said, Romeo, I feel like, how can we not like the Drake song? We hear it everywhere. Like, let's be honest. When Kiki, Do You Love Me? I don't remember what the name of it's called. If an upcoming artist released that, we would have said, we don't like that. What is this? But because Drake said it and it was everywhere, we saw the video everywhere, everybody doing the dance to it, we like it. It grows on us.
Exactly.
But he's that legend.
You're a smart woman, Jazz. You take it to another level where we talking about now the program. It is a business too.
It is.
I have to ask, who's an artist that you guys feel like needs to drop an album that's in secret? Kind of like how Drake just dropped it, and Beyonce dropped Lemonade. Nobody expected. Like, what are some artists that you think just
SZA? SZA. And if SZA, if you are listening, if you drop this album that everybody is waiting for, listen, SZA, you got the vibes, man. I'm ready for the album. I'm ready to cry. I'm ready to party. I'm ready to be happy. I'm ready to be sad. If SZA don't drop this album and then come on the show, we want you on the show, SZA, to talk about it.
Please, I love SZA. I'm gonna go Rihanna. I know she's probably never gonna make music again, but I've been waiting for Rihanna to make music since freaking 2017. So
you better stop holding your breath on that one. Rihanna said, fuck y'all. I'm making millions of dollars with this Fenty skincare line. And you know what I'm saying? And
do you know why? Do you know why she's not doing music?
Why, Romeo?
Why?
Let me tell y'all. I hit this briefly. The music game, you got to give 110% of your life. So when you actually make it and you conquer that, that's like with me. People always like, you coming back. It's like, that life of touring, waking up every other day, having to fly to Europe, having to fly to freaking China, go to this place, then go to Texas, and then it's like it's taxing on your body. So it's like y'all said, she living her life now. She get to do what she want. It's so much more than making a good album. And in our perspective, we get to listen to it. She has to go travel the world to promote this. It's very taxing.
Well, not in the COVID world. Actually, she could have done it without traveling a lot in this COVID world.
This may be a perfect time. You own it sometime.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Give us that music, Riri.
It's a new day and age.
Riri and SZA, and then y'all can do a virtual, like a live concert. Y'all can tour together virtually. Perfect.
And then y'all gonna be mad that she ain't going on real tour.
Yeah, right.
No, Romeo, we won't. I promise.
All right, let's do it. So over the weekend, the NBA took their all-star festivities to Atlanta. And if you guys remember last week, we hyped up a celebrity game between Jack Harlow and Quavo versus 2 Chainz and Lil Baby. I also want to quickly point out that I was the only one that thought that Jack and Quavo would win.
No, you wasn't. No, don't come on here capping.
Me and Romeo.
Thank you. Don't come on here capping.
Okay, that's true. But we were right, Romeo. Okay, I said it. But anyways,
I know basketball, baby. I know basketball.
It's true. It's true.
Lucky. Y'all were lucky. Y'all were lucky.
Exactly.
And can I just say that I thought it was the baby. I didn't know it was Lil Baby. So that's why I said the baby. Because I just knew the baby was with 2 Chainz. Okay? I got confused with the babies. It was my fault. So.
Man, let me tell you something. Look, wait, before you get into this, T, the thing with basketball, 2-on-2 is a little different from 5-on-5 and 1-on-1. So you depend on that second player more because in 2-on-2, it's only y'all. If it's 5-on-5, you got 4 other people to rely on. So if somebody else a little trash, you got the other 3. Then 1-on-1 is all on you. So 2-and-2 could be kind of tricky. And Quavo going to just come ready to play. But take it away, T. I'm sorry. I was right. Me and T was right.
No, you're right. You're so right. But what we didn't expect was Lil Baby to show us that basketball was really just not his game. Woo. He got his shot blocked. He threw a couple air balls and hit all backboard on a free throw. And now the meme community is just having a field day. I mean, obviously. So what do you guys think of the game and how do you feel about what you witnessed from Lil Baby?
Listen, I don't want Lil Baby to reference anything in his music about balling, basketball on the court. I don't want it, Lil Baby. You can't do it. You're a great rapper, but he surprised me a lot. The free throw off the top of the board, I was in shock.
That was terrible.
That was bad. That was bad. If he airballed the free throw, okay, like some pros airball, stuff happens, but like off like the top of the backboard, like why didn't you tell someone you couldn't fall before you agreed?
That happens in the NBA all the time, Jamie.
No, it don't.
No, it don't.
Shaq had his moments where Shaq would airball it, but he'd go in the paint and still be productive. Lil Baby didn't do nothing out there.
He did.
He really did not.
I felt like I could have done better than Lil Baby, and I don't feel that.
I almost feel like he has to be so embarrassed to be a black man and to be like a rapper that he is and to know that he got beat by this white boy rapper, Jack Harlow. Like, what can you say in your raps now? Like, you can't come off like saying I'm the best in the game. Like, you just...
No, you're not.
You had air balls. You had air balls at the free throw line. That's like, I can't even play basketball, and I can play basketball better than that.
Ladies and gents, you can't have everything. The man is one of the greatest rappers right now. He can't be the best basketball player and the greatest rapper. He's not Master P, okay?
I'm just waiting on Romeo to say that.
Nah, but my family, we really hoop. But it's crazy because a lot of people with me and my pops, they're like, oh, you guys started off as basketball players, so you guys don't count as rappers. And I'm like, and then when I go play with my professional friends, they're like, well, bro, you a rapper, not a professional. So I'm always in this middle little weird spot. So I don't even get invited to a lot of games like this because people just like, you really do this. So why would we play?
I get that.
You're really about it. You and USC, man, fight on. Like, you're about it.
we real quick just give some props to Quavo, though. Like,
yes!
Quavo is like the MVP, baby. Quavo came out there and I was shocked. I
wasn't.
had skills like that. Quavo went out there and said, okay, I'm about to run this shit. He's the reason why they won, because Jack Harlow wasn't at that.
Quavo had them rap snacks. That's why. That was like that little special juice in Space Jam.
Right.
I know Quavo loved basketball. He does this for the community. He does camps for, even my little brothers attended some of his basketball camps where he really loved the game. And that's why I told you, I'm like, I don't care how big 2 Chainz is and this and that. Quavo actually practices every day. He has a passion for this right now. And he's trying to build the culture with making that connection with tying it with basketball and music. Once again, like them AI days with Reebok.
Well, listen, social media went crazy with the memes, and some celebs even come out and said that they want the smoke in the court, including Chris Brown and our very own Romeo Miller. So Romeo, so you and Chris Breezy, y'all really want the smoke, or is this like, social media? Is it real or is it just for social media?
Let me tell you something about basketball and hip hop in the industry. Everybody know whoever came to those celebrity games growing up, me and Chris Brown, this is what we really do. Like, you got to put a pro on one of us. If I'm not guarding him or he not guarding me, you got to hope that you got Terrell Owens on your celebrity team, because this is really what I do. And he was in that position where he could have went play college ball as well. And they put us on opposite teams for a reason. Me and Chris never played on the same team. So we like, man, if me and him run it up 2-on-2, I don't think anybody in the industry will beat us. And there's a lot of hoopers. Not saying people can't hoop. The Game could hoop. J. Cole could hoop. Quavo could hoop. But when it comes to tier 1, I think me and Chris, I know me and Chris is at the top. That's all I'm saying. So just throw the invite. Let me come into some of these open runs that they've been doing. You're just going to see.
So what do we got to do to get a Chris Brown Romeo matchup?
Man, Chris already hit me. Chris hit me. He hit me in the DM. He's like, man, let's go get this money, baby. So we about to go for real.
That's dope.
I was watching that.
I heard it first. We got the exclusive, y'all. Y'all heard it.
That was an exclusive.
Yeah, me and Chris ready, man. When it come to basketball, I transform all this humble, the laid back dude. Nah, like all of that. When I'm on the court, I turn into a monster, a beast.
Well, there.
All right, you guys.
Okay, Romeo.